All right. Good viewership today, too.
With the Confederate flags and Confederate monuments, when you see it, it just means racism. It's just a symbol of blatant hate. When I see it, it just means we don't like your kind.
I was not there to spread hate. I was there to protect my heritage and my culture.
The white supremacist groups, their goal is to eliminate the other races. Their demonstrations are just dangerous.
We heard that they were going to send in the National Guard to start breaking up the demonstration. My mom, calling me frantically, said, somebody's just been hit by a car. Are you okay? Are you all right? And I said, yeah, I didn't hear anything about that. The death was a tragedy, okay? But let's not pretend like we're talking about Gandhi or Martin Luther King Jr.
There it is, folks, 20K, right there. That means I'm a big dog now.
Before, I did not have firepower, but now that I have 20,000 followers, I can really influence the conversation.
20,000 is a nice start, but, you know, we'll see where I am in a year, 2 years.
How many do you want?
1 million. 100 million.
I don't think he understands that the message he's spreading is resonating with white supremacists. He doesn't understand for every action, there's a reaction. He could potentially spit that propaganda to a person who goes the ultimate extreme and kills somebody. People's lives are ruined forever over something that he thinks is a big game.
We're going to Statesville, and it's about 45 minutes from Charlotte, and we're going to a radio station just to record this podcast about my mom's death. I feel like I'm ready to start that journey of healing, and I feel like talking about it is step one.
We're like victims of something, of such a terrible hate crime, and we're talking to the descendant of such a terrible, hateful man. Yeah, like supporting that kind of stuff.
Does it make you nervous?
Yeah, definitely. Being a woman of color, you hear Robert Lee and you don't automatically think the best. Robert E. Lee was a slave owner and he fought for slavery.
You're not just born racist. You have to learn it from somewhere. So if you're racist, your family is racist.
My name's Rob.
Just think of the racist people now raising their people of tomorrow. I don't know if it will change, but we have to take a stand against it, hate and racism.
With me today are Grayson and Kaylin Doctor. Their mother was one of the individuals praising the Lord in Bible study when someone opened fire. Thank you so much for having the courage to share your story with us today.
I've never really put myself out there as somebody who wanted to be liked.
You're a dude. You are.
Nicole is on a peak with her ex. Don't miss an all-new X on the Beach, Thursday at 9 on MTV.
There are rising reports of a zombie outbreak across the area. The National Guard.
Sometimes you just want to stay in. Enjoy the great taste of Dunkin' at home. Ever wonder why someone would wake up at the crack of dawn just for a chance at the unknown? Maybe a better question is, what are you waiting for? Pacifico is brewed for those who follow their own path. That's living life anchors up.
Geico makes it easy to get help when I need it. With licensed agents available 24/7, it's not just easy. It's having Jerome Bettis on your flag football team easy. Go get him, Bus!
Ooh. Come on, Bus. Come on. Hey, wait. I'm glad I got your flag. I got your flag. I'm glad I got your flag.
It's Geico Easy, with licensed agents available 24/7.
49 nothing. Woo!
Anxieties through the roof.
Tomorrow, we are beaten, battered, and bruised. You thought you knew the challenge.
I only got room for 4 players for each team.
But you'll never be able to predict
My fate is a puzzle.
how this war
Oh my God.
ends.
You guys won the challenge.
The challenge finale. All new tomorrow at 9 on MTV.
My name is the Reverend Robert Wright Lee IV. With me today are Grayson and Kaylin Doctor. Kaylin, you were home that night, babysitting.
I think it actually confirmed that it was her. That's when life really just became unreal to all of us. It just felt like we were living in a dream state at that point, knowing that we'll never see our mom again. So.
It's not possible for me to understand, what it's like to lose a parent in such a venomous and vile way. Will there ever be a time when you can forgive him?
If it does happen, it won't be until who knows when.
I definitely agree with you on that. I don't know if I'll ever be able to forgive him either.
I do believe that forgiveness is necessary most of the times for your healing, but here I am still hurting for the rest of my life because my mom was brutally murdered because of the color of her skin.
This was what was really hard for me thinking about inviting you guys on here. My family took part in some of the most atrocious parts of this nation's history and rebelled against this nation also that we could enslave people. I had a Confederate flag hanging in my room for a time.
Did you understand what the flag stood for at that time?
I think I was proud of my family. I didn't understand that it would become such a symbol of hate. Eventually, someone came into my life, my confirmation mentor, Miss Bertha, who is a woman of color, a strong woman of color. And she said, honey, you got to take that flag down. And I think that even since I've taken it down, it's become even more of a symbol of hate.
I know that you were advocating for getting some of the statues of your great uncle, taken down.
Charleston and Charlottesville changed me.
As a pastor, it is my moral duty to speak out against racism, America's original sin.
This pasty, fat, soy-faced, a descendant of Robert E. Lee, listen, son, your ancestors were heroes.
I know you said that you resigned because of the attention that was going to be brought onto the church. Do you feel like it was deeper than that?
You guys are giving a good interview.
Yeah.
I was serving a church in Winston-Salem. They thought that by me going on the VMAs and saying that Black Lives Matter, I was endorsing a terrorist organization. And so they gave me 2 options. I could either recant it or I could resign. It was really hard. There's obviously so much hate in our world. There is enough hate to kill people. White people think that we can shy away from the conversation and just say, you know what, it's not about me. But there comes a time when moral courage and moral responsibility requires us to speak up.
I'm sitting right in front of somebody whose grand uncle was somebody who enslaved people who look like me. He definitely proved to me that somebody from that kind of background could definitely change. I want people to hear this podcast and start making actions on it.
I spend my days reaching out to other people, trying to pull them out of hate groups. Mostly, I try to prevent people from getting involved at all.
I see myself as an antagonist. I've never really put myself out there as somebody who wanted to be liked. I enjoy stirring the pot a little bit. When I wear the hat around the city, it's a lot of dirty, nasty looks. She should get the back in the kitchen. Here we go. Quite the crowd. We'll get the periscope working. People want to see conflict, so we're gonna shoot it up here on Twitter. Oh, maybe before I turn the phrase. Here we are, folks. Moms demand action, anti-gun rally. And here you can see people are very upset. Actually, they want to take your guns. And they've all made their nice little homemade signs. Very sweet. What does that say? NRA guns equals ba ba ba. Dude, why are you concerned about the NRA?
I'm not even really sure why I'm talking to you.
Why not?
Because of the hat.
You're a dude.
I'm a
You are. Yeah.
Okay, please. Excuse me. Any counter protesting's on the other side of the street.
Wow.
Thank
here
you.
we are.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Chicago's finest.
Move along, please.
All right. Well, counter protest is over here. Well, we got kicked to the other side of the street, but we'll be back in a moment. Talk to you later, big fellas.
You're creating a fucking movement of people that are white supremacists.
I'm not creating anything. I do a show on YouTube.
The shit you're saying is exactly the same.
Robbie's just moved in, and everyone can see right through him, except for Juliet.
New man, who dis?
You know Robbie.
I know who Robbie Hayes is. She was on The Bachelorette.
She's gonna get sucked in.
Oh my God, we're going to Greece!
What are your real intentions with Juliet?
I want you to be happy for me.
The guy you're with is a bitch.
Oh, I think he's up to something.
Do you trust me?
I called the cops and filed a police report.
You know Chloe betrayed me.
Juliet.
You know. Yeah.
If I have learned anything, it's to stop cheating and to stop lying because people will find out about it.
And we're gonna let it.
You are my friend!
Introducing Tonal, an entire gym and personal trainer that fits beautifully into your home. Tonal combines expert coaching with 200 pounds of digital weight. So whether you're looking to build strength or get lean, there's a coach and program to help you get there. And just like a personal trainer, Tonal dynamically adjusts the weight for each exercise so you don't have to. But the most amazing thing isn't what it can do, but what it knows you can do. Tonal, be your strongest.
Ever wonder why someone would wake up at the crack of dawn just for a chance at the unknown? Maybe a better question is, what are you waiting for? Pacifico is brewed for those who follow their own path. That's living life anchors up.
Honestly, we should have used a condom, but we got distracted.
Honestly, we've been together for a while, so...
Getting tested never really crossed my mind.
I know I should get tested for HIV, but honestly,
I'm afraid to find out.
Honestly, I should ask him about his HIV status, but...
What if he gets weird about it?
Honestly, no one wants to think about HIV, but there are things that everyone can do to help protect their sexual health.
It starts with condoms and getting regularly tested for HIV and other STIs, so you know your status.
And talk honestly with a healthcare provider about your sexual health and all your prevention options.
If you're HIV negative, you and your healthcare provider can decide if PrEP may be right for you. PrEP means taking prescription medicine every day to help lower your chances of getting HIV.
And be honest with your partner. Talk to them about their HIV status. When you do, it can help you both be more protected.
I'm gonna get tested and find out about all of my prevention options.
Because honestly,
our health is worth protecting.
It's just like when I tell people about saving with Geico.
Stand up straight and speak with purpose.
Kelsey, marriage?
Oh, look, maybe you should just show her this beautiful Hellspur diamond ring.
It's a better idea.
Geico.
We have to be able to repair the enamel on a daily basis. With Pro Enamel Repair Toothpaste, we can help actively repair enamel in its weakened state. It's innovative. My go-to toothpaste is going to be Pro Enamel Repair.
Your favorite relationship show may have froze over, but the drama
I will not accept your behavior.
Is hotter than ever.
Persona of secrets means secrets. Hot secrets.
Don't miss an all-new X on the Beach, Thursday at 9 on MTV.
Change is complicated. You don't have a conversation with me, then the next day you're, you know, not racist anymore. Hey, Shane, there is a process of planting seeds, and those seeds are just thoughts. That's what brings the ultimate change, is when they're able to start questioning what they believe in, because then they start realizing, like, this is a little crazy. Hopefully I can get him to recognize the message that he's preaching is a message of hate, and it's dangerous. One thing, man, look, I used to be involved with some extremist groups. 14 words, securing the existence of our people and a future for white children. I see it on your comment board, you know, people.
Oh, yeah.
So the message is the same, right? The rally cry is exactly the same. So
Sure.
I don't understand the difference. I mean, you guys present it a little differently.
Right. I just believe that these are a lot of legitimate grievances that we have. I mean, look at what's happening in our country, where the birth rates for white people are below replacement rate. I mean, doesn't that concern you?
Man, no. If you believe that your race is superior over other, you believe the white race.
Which I don't, though.
You don't.
I don't believe.
You don't
that.
believe white people are superior.
Not at all.
What do you believe?
That you have differences between the races.
So you want it to be like the 50s?
Sure. The 1950s, we were a Christian nation. Men were men, women were women.
In the 1950s, there were still homosexuals. There were still atheists.
Of course. But they were seen as deviant and not normative, which is different. Well, you know, it's funny. I actually got into a big fight with a ton of people in the movement because they were marching with the KKK, because they were marching with skinheads. I said, I'm not about that.
Why would you not want to march with them? Wouldn't you guys want to unite?
But you understand that the KKK has a legacy of killing people.
The alt-right has killed people.
No, they haven't. Who they killed?
Somebody died in Charlottesville, didn't they? The you're saying now is the same we said. You guys are wearing suits. We wore robes.
Every other race can be proud to be who they are except for white people. Is that an illegitimate thing to believe?
When whites do it, it turns into a hate group. I have never met a guy that said white pride without him intending it to be racist.
What about me?
I think you have racist views, and I think you know you have racist.
What does racist mean to you?
It means you believe your race is superior over everybody else.
So a white supremacist.
Yeah, you
I'm not a white supremacist.
You definitely are.
You sat here and asked me,
what you're doing is you're creating a movement of people that are white supremacists.
I'm not creating anything. I do a show on YouTube.
I see a lot of 1488s, man.
I can't control what people comment.
Why do you think that people are coming to you? Now, if you're saying you're not that type of person, then maybe you should start thinking about what you're saying, because these people think you are that type of person.
I don't know what the KKK says, but
I know what they say.
Okay, well, and let's say for the sake of argument.
I did 22 years. The you're saying is exactly the same.
I'm not a racist. Those are not my beliefs.
He's smart enough to see that he is spreading a racist ideology and that there's people buying it. He can do some damage. He's preaching a very extreme message. I don't think he will understand the gravity of that he's saying until somebody takes action. When I was in the Klan, I brought in tons and tons of people, a lot of people, which is actually something that haunts me now, because one of them stabbed a black guy to death, and now he's doing life in prison. I got a lot on my conscience. I can't change the past, but I can try to help people now.
I'm gonna come see your grandma.
I think definitely, like, physically being here, I will always tug at the heartstrings, you know?
Yeah, just even driving in, it's just like, It never gets easier. I don't think it ever will.
Oh, Mommy, this is your grandbaby. The first grandchild, you know? And it's a boy. His name is Covey.
Okay, we got a boy.
Right, we finally got a boy. Covey, this is your grandma. Definitely gone too soon from us, you know? I'm ready to deal with these emotions. I think that that's really good that I'm in a calm space and not anxious like I usually was before. Now I know like my mom is like looking down on him and just smiling on him and me, so.
All flights have been delayed.
T-Mobile makes the holidays easier, like this. Because right now, when you buy one of the latest Samsung phones, you get one free on that. So you can post this, score this, be there like this, and share all of this with that. So do this on that with us. Now buy a Samsung Galaxy S10 or Note 10 and get one free.
120 years ago, Christopher Mullen's grandparents came here from Ireland to build a better life. All they ever hoped for was to be given a fighting chance. A chance that forged a path to where he stands today. We all have an immigrant story, which is why Modelo is partnering with the International Rescue Committee, giving a fighting chance to refugees, immigrants, and Americans in need. Because it doesn't matter where we come from, it matters what we're made of.
A month after the lights went out.
Alexa, pause my podcast. Alexa, set the temperature at home to 71 degrees. And turn on the lights.
Alexa, call Mike. Thanks, hun. Have fun at work.
Let's do this! What you do is important. Military needs more people like you, not less.
It's the Wild West out here, believe me.
Now's not the time for second thoughts, my man.
Why are we still here?
Not really sure, but I've been told it has something to do with preserving the American way of life.
68 Whiskey. New series premieres Wednesday, January 15th at 10 on Paramount Network.
Minutes in front of me walking, and all of a sudden, the fight broke out. It was mayhem.
Honestly, I don't care about drama. I mean, as long as it doesn't concern me. Door is on a peak with her ex.
I don't know what the is going on. Like, how is this a thing?
Don't miss an all-new Ex on the Beach, Thursday at 9 on MTV.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Shane?
Yep, that's
Nice
me.
to meet you finally.
Nice to meet you. Super excited, ready to get it covered. This opens up job opportunities. This opens up a whole new life.
What I came up with for you, Japanese demon masks meant to ward off evil and bad luck.
Let's do it. I'm starting a new legacy for my son. I want to be a man of good character and continue to progress. It's gone, man. It's gone. The more I progress, the closer I get to being somebody that my son can be proud of. When he's proud of me, I'll be proud of myself. Oh, it's sick, man.
I used to remember like Mom used to bring us here and like I used to like love getting the birthday cake ice cream just before the bubblegum pieces. I definitely do hope
that eventually we will live in a world where there isn't really much racism. It's not worth it to just hate somebody because of the outside.
I am kind of happy to be home a little bit, you know. I miss mommy, but it's nice to just revisit, you know, some of the places we've been. And
it's pretty much like making a beautiful thing out of a negative thing, you know?
Yeah.
And that's what we got to continue doing.
Yeah, you just remember, you know, the good times that we had.
My mom loved everybody unconditionally, no matter what. Me, personally, I try to live by what my mom says and give every person the benefit of the doubt.
I am extremely grateful for the people that took the time to help me understand that I was wrong in my way of thinking. In the future, I want to be more like those people. Maybe one day the good I do now will outweigh the bad I've done. You know, that sums it up.
The Anti-Defamation League has created a hub to report online hate speech. For more on how to join the fight against hate, visit race.mtv.com.
Previously on Teen Mom, Young and Pregnant.
I really feel bad for Xavier, that he hasn't gotten